Chi creation, Krishna, reflections and mind. So as we've passed through the window to spirit, we find ourselves here in spirit, in the water, with the view and perspective of that window. So we get to see the sun in the way that the sun and the ocean communicate. So we get to see the spirit in its most masculine form, which is the sun. And we're seeing it from the spirit's most feminine form, the ocean. Oh, you can see an eye. This one you can see a face, eyes, mouth area, a jellyfish, in way. You also got this oval shape to it, and then all the lines that come off it, like those patterns. It's like with the face, like the pareidolia, it probably happen all the time, you know what I mean? Like there's probably loads of examples of like the face occurring in that kind of way and stuff. Or in many ways, you know what I mean? Like, you know, whatever face it's expressing. So we've got all these lines. And sometimes they're crisscross like this. So, like the eye migraines, we were talking about them before, and how they do that same pattern, how they overlap like that. It's like you're more zoomed in to the eye migraine, so you can see the detail of it and such. But you get this pattern all the time on the surface, like the previous picture. So you see the lines that way, but all it is for another wave to come in and create the other pattern. So for this one we can see the shape of a bird. You can see its wings, its tail. You see it's similar again, like they're almost like wings, and stripes as well. But it's showing you that vibrational frequency of the realm. And so when we're seeing it from this perspective, from the communication between the sun and the ocean, it's like that direct information. So how we're seeing it, how we're seeing the sun this way, it's like another way to like grasp this understanding of what we're seeing. You can see like the pine cone, it's upside down, and I can't turn it. It's a shame, but you can see that oval pattern there. And the patterns in water. So this one is the same again. You're seeing that oval pattern. And then you see all these patterns, these like pine cone effect. Like this here. And it's all part of the one thing in that kind of way. The light coming out. And this is what it produces. And it's kind of like, it's really peaceful. I got like the rose patterns. It's also like the pine cone, but you know, from a different angle from top, and you can see like, you know, it's similar to the rose patterns in that kind of way. So again, you can see like the rose petals, how it comes around like that. But again, it's like this utopian, like heavenly realm, like recognizing that as like a spirit consciousness and seeing everything that it does in that way. Like seeing that spirit consciousness in it. It shows you the sun splitting. Again, the spirit consciousness, all the light, the life, the colours, all those kind of things. It's like, you can recognise that it is a heavenly place that we exist in. It's just that our so-called leaders have kind of, they're pushing the other direction, and with all the propaganda as well, so on top of what we're doing, to make us believe that it's not, when really, if we worked with nature, everything could be like this. Each one a spark of light like the sun. As the sun split itself. The consciousness, like the brain patterns. And so like the intelligence that exists within that heart-brain network of the realm, that communication which is going on. How it expresses itself into life. So we see like the water patterns, and we see the sun turning into a wave. But like those stripes, it's the same as like when we see it from underwater, how we look at the sun, and then you can see the teeth of the waves, and so it's showing the importance of that. I think it's as it turns into the wave, so like the tiger stripes, we see that to be like the spine of a wave, how it pulls on the lines and all those kind of things. And so it's the same thing in the transition of those patterns to become the wave suddenly. And the teeth. Also, it looks like eyes there. It's got all the colours of a wave, spray, a splashing. It's also the waves, isn't it? You've got like the view of the sun from underwater as it turns into a wave, and then it's also showing you the waves crashing. So that's why you've got all the spray, all that kind of thing. You can see how it turns into the teeth. They're more like claws, aren't they? But eventually. And its eyes as well. colours. And more colour in terms of yellow. So now we like look at bees and wasps and all these kind of things. We've seen that same pattern. So you've got the whiteness of the sun, you've got the darkness, and then you've got the sunset colours in the realm itself. So that's like an outside realm. Oh, you've also got your black hole because it's shiny. It might be its third eye as well. It detects darkness if you put your hand over it. So you get your bee snails. They're showing the same thing, but it's in a spiral because it's showing the wave. It's also showing the shell, so it's like the macro. So as we see the stars and all these kind of things, as they rotate, then that's what that's representing. And so we can also see that chakra shape, how it tapers off, yin, yang. So then we got these. And so we see sun, we're underwater, so you've got all the waves, which kind of make these patterns. Which we normally would look at the like the ocean waves for seeing all the anatomy, but in just like the light of the sun, as we see it from underwater, we're finding this pattern anyway in that kind of sense. So I see the sun split in its reflection. So there again. We've seen that vibrational frequency of what the sun is. You see it's black, but of a white. So it's got a white vibrational line, waves of energy, which kind of pass over it. That's from an underwater view, so you've got the colours. You can see as all that vibrational energy splits, it's more the orange colour of the sun. But you can see like the black hole within it. You can see the whiteness of the sun with red on the outside, and then in between that vibration, you're seeing the blackness of it. It's that same thing again. It vibrates like how your vision works. Like I mentioned, if you woke up at middle of the night and you've turned light on before your eyes are used to it. So I've seen these patterns here, how they're formed. So blackness, also the colours. So sunlight, also the green because it's underwater. So it's changing its colour. So it's the sunset, but from the view of the ocean. see how it starts there, that vibrational frequency, and goes all the way across it. We get it in waves in the ocean, but I think it's what the sun is as well. So we see the brightness, and then we see the black hole within the same picture, representing the same thing. It looks like a face. Like a Ninja Turtle. The eyes there. Like there's more faces, but so it could be a group. So then you got your pareidolia and your reflection. Oops. And your pareidolia again. And so it uses that, like at the beginning we showed it from like the sun from underwater, and it looks like you could see its face and stuff. Like I said, there's probably like loads of expressions. Like how we see it on creatures. Sometimes we'll look angry, sometimes look happy. Again, so where that comes from, the vibrational frequency on the edges. So again, the pareidolia, the vibrational frequency, the waves, all the white froth from the waves on the ocean, and then the sun in the wave which crashes. So that's what window. So it projects the sun into the window, so then it can bring life through the waves. So yeah, even these, but we got a pattern there, so you can still see it. But that's all like froth breaking up and stuff, like a bit of golden sunset shimmering off it. And so you got it again, but you got your sun there, which looks like it's inside another sun. So other patterns follow, and you can also see like the path of the sun or moon. So you got it there. You got all that splash lines. See, because of the colour, it's less noticeable, but because you got this as well, what I mean, like that black hole aspect, and it's got the yin realm and the yang realm within the black hole. Oh, not that a black hole is a black hole anymore. A realm of consciousness. So again, like these vibrations, these waves. And we have these patterns and colours as well. And it's often like relevant in like, I don't know, spiritual paintings and stuff like that kind of thing. Like this as well. And see, it's like the flames on outside. It's like the water on the outside. But when we look at the sun, and we know that that's hot, then it's a different thing, isn't it? And we consider it's like it's chi energy, like raw chi, rather than defined as earth, fire, water, etc. And air. Then it's like the soul energy, or the soul flame in that kind of sense. And so rather than it being flames, it's like flames and water. So like looking at it from underwater, what the sun looks like. You know, they look like waves in the same expression as flames do. So you've got the realm, you've got the peacock, like the hollowness inside it, and then the place of existence which is within. Like you are the sun in that kind of way. So you can see these patterns. Like all of it, you see like the sunlight coming through. So your crisscross is all your peaks and troughs, and how they make that pine cone shape sometimes. So then that's where the sunlight's coming through. And then also because it's round, so it's like that is reference on top of a wave turning. And the water that goes into the wave, it remembers being in that state. So even its entire shape, you know, it's like how we saw the sun underwater. It had the oval shape. So we see the chakra, see it spinning. And how that looks similar to the previous ones. So again, it finds all those patterns. So it's like the pine cone. And so again, like we looked at water at the beginning, and we're showing you the pine cone patterns and such. And then it opens with sunlight. And it shows you the black spot in the sun. Oh, not black spot, but it's like the vibrational frequency is shifting. But it's also like an iron, it's like that chakra aspect. So it's like, you know, it's an expression of it, but I think it's more of a vibrational thing. And it chose that pattern. I feel like it's more black there in that kind of way. So we being like the sun, it's like the realm. I thought these were quite good. So lit up, so like the waves, how they come past. So like the anatomy for a tree can be spotted from that underwater view as well. And so like we kind of find that pattern on the back of those butterflies we just looked at. It's got more of a pine cone pattern to it. So you got like the sunlight and then the waves. So it's showing you what we're kind of looking for. I thought he was quite good as well. You can't turn it. But in terms of the realm, like the vibrational frequency. Oops. So we got another one. I can't turn upside down, but you know, just examples. I quite like that one because it's got this black area. The brightness at sun, the black area, the imperceivable light. And then because it looks more water-like. And that one's quite cool. I think it's in sap. I don't know if there's like a light inside it or it's just sunlight coming through. But yeah, for showing that like vibrational frequency pattern for the sun. I like windows with the eye, so each wave lifts up. And so it's incorporating that into the pinecone shape as well. Like that all-seeing, all-conscious spirit that exists in everything. Oops. I don't know why it does that. And so yeah, we've got more examples. Again, like the sun and the realm, like the same thing. One at water pictures. I really like that. I like that one. And so then we can see each individual petal for the pinecone, whatever you call them, is like a wave in itself. I'm going to turn this one. It's like a wave coming over that way. It's also a bit like a snake's head. It also looks like it's got a beak. So like the consciousness of each one, each wave, each one like being water. So it's concaved. So this is like inside the dome. And everything inside the dome, like all the eyes, so it's like all the colour, the green, the blue, all that kind of thing. And so like the nature realm in that kind of sense. With that all-seeing consciousness. Everything connected to spirit. But on outside, it's convexed like the dome. So then you're seeing that kind of aspect of things, but you're also seeing that pinecone shape. And so like the light there, all that kind of thing. And then all the light which comes from it as well. But also like because it's black and white, and so it's like that vibrational frequency which is coming through with it. And also, you see it underwater as well. See like those patterns. And so it's showing you the same thing again. So it's like that's the matchup which it found, and then it could create that. So another example of it. And see all the crashing waves, or it could even be like the dust, like on the outside of the realm. When we're seeing it that way, and we see like the black hole shape, all that kind of thing, and then now the, all the dust particles or whatever call it. So then we see it's a white peacock, so it don't have to be colourful. But we're seeing all the sunlight and the waves, which would be here as well, more here kind of thing. But also you got your heart shapes instead of your eyes, which you can see with your heart as well. It's like your intuition and all these kind of things. And so again, we see sun setting. If we turn it, we've got the peacock, that part where the waves come in. So you get that V part, and then the sunlight, all that kind of stuff. So that's the sun setting, and then the waves coming in as well. And so it makes that peacock picture. So back in water. You got like the evil eye symbol, which I don't know whether it were originally called that. Like I say, I spoke about that before. But for me, it's symbolising spirit, that communication between spirit and the ocean. Right, I'm going to have to leave it at that because I've run out of time and it'll end up stopping me. So thank you for watching, and I'll make another part to this. So nice one. Cheers.